James, have you ever experienced something seemingly inexplicable?
You know what, Terry? It's funny you mentioned that. One time I was there's a place near where I grew up called Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. This 100%, it's considered one of the most haunted places in the country, and it's on the south side of the street, the cemetery, and on the north side is another forest, what we call forest preserves in the Chicagoland area. And so I'm heading eastbound on the street, and I slam on my brakes because a car goes from one side of the street to the other. It darts in front of me. And then I slam on the brakes, I look over, and where this car was driving to, there was a chain across the entrance to the park, meaning it was some sort of a ghost car. I've come to find out that is a thing that other people have seen, this ghost car. So I guess my answer is yes, Terry.
Wait, now let's back this up. Are you saying that a spectral automobile drove through a physical chain?
That's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. I slammed my brakes on thinking, holy shit, there's a car darting across the street. Yet when I looked, a chain was across. So yes, there's no way an actual vehicle could have gone through that.
I have a larger question, though. How is the Chicagoland area doing at preserving its forests?
I think they're doing a fine job. They chain it up at night to keep people out.
I've been there. There's not many forests. There's like 3.
I think you're in the wrong area. This is out in the suburbs. There's beautiful forest preserve, beautiful preserves. All right. Beautiful. Have you ever been to Bachelor Grove Cemetery? Have you visited this place at all, Terry? Or there's too many places for you to visit. You can't get to them all.
I can't. I've never been to the Bachelor Grove Cemetery. No, I'm sorry. But I think that I will put this on my agenda to go track down the ghost car of Bachelor Grove Cemetery. Is it anywhere near Downers Grove?
It's not that far from Downers Grove, but it's also not very close. Maybe a 20-minute drive.
Okay. All right.
That ghost car probably can make it in better time, but it would take us about 20 minutes, I would imagine.
I could just go through all the buildings and anything in the way. It would just make a straight beeline.
Matty doesn't have to stop for anything. The guy just keeps moving, right? He's like a subway.
There was a ghost bus in Harry Potter. I wonder if there's some connection.
I never saw or read those, so I don't know. I'll look into it. I'm more than happy to look into it.
The crazy thing is that I always thought ghosts were the spirit of dead people, but cars are not living.
But I think the driver is. I think the well, no, that doesn't make any sense.
But this car but that opens up a new question, which is
registration.
Yes,
how do you register a ghost car?
The ghost DMV.
You go in the is there a ghost DMV? How does this? If you need repairs, it opens up so many more questions.
It really does.
Yeah,
apologies, Matthew.
No, that's okay. Those are all great questions. What I was going to ask is this somehow connected to the world of the movie Cars, the Cars franchise? Because in the movies, those cars seem to be sentient and living. And so if you saw a ghost in that world, that would make sense because they're alive. But the cars in our time are not living things. But maybe the ghost ghost car you saw, Jimmy, might have been a time traveling ghost car from the distant future where cars
from a Pixar movie?
Yeah, because we all know that takes place 30,000 years in the future after mankind has passed away, but they've gone extinct. But we've uploaded our consciousness into vehicles so that we can travel around.
Terry, your thoughts?
Yes. I'd like to do a little improvisation. James, I know you improvise. Ghost Car to me sounds like a song by Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. And go.
I don't know enough about Jonathan Richman. I can't. I can do it. How about Ghost Ride by? I'll do it by Foghat. Ghost Ride, do. See, that's Slow Ride by Foghat. That's more classic rock. I'm more of a classic rock guy, Terry.
Jonathan Richman is classic.
Well,
how dare you?
But I don't know if he necessarily fits into my bookends of
your narrow world of
between Foghat and the Guess Who.
Yes, those would be two that I would.
I started my career as a classic rock disc jockey in Buffalo.
How did you make the leap then from classic rock broadcasting to this dark air that you do these days?
It's really quite simple. My show ended at 11 p.m. There was a gentleman named, I believe it was Gary Nougat. He had the paranormal show on the Buffalo State College radio after mine. And I went to, I was indisposed in the bathroom I was taking a mammoth shit.
Got it.
And when I came out, Gary Nougat was dead at the control panel.
Oh my God.
We lost Nougat?
Nougat went down for the count. He's up where Art Bell in the old folks' home in the paranormal sky. And
goodness.
I needed to take his now cold chair, pulled his body from the chair, took over the control panel, and the rest is history.
You never looked back.
Oddly enough, I became so passionately involved in the calls and in the show itself, I forgot to call 911. So it wasn't until the cleaning woman came in at 6 a.m. that poor Gary's body was dragged off to the morgue.
My goodness.
But what a way to start a career, am I right?
I think so.
To hear the whole conversation, subscribe for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, or visit nevernotfunny.com.